Hey, and what's up guys? My name is LTHIHofficial and I'm here today on this beautiful Tuesday. Kind of. And I'm here with
JustAlexHalford, of course.
Nice.
We're back with a new review.
No, we're back with a new series. It's not like a real series, but it's like
an existing series with some changes, you know,
just
because we have never done this before, you know, like doing it in one shot and just talk about, you know, the products we have laying around and what we use. Normally we just take shots of the product itself and then just, you know, do a voiceover with all the specifications. But today we're gonna put a little more effort in these videos and just, you know, do all kind of stuff, you know, with products. You gotta get used to it, bitch.
But keep in mind, this is not gonna be a podcast. It's gonna be 10 minutes maximum, so not like half an hour. And we have a product review for you guys today, and it is the Canon EOS 1200D.
Yeah.
Alex is gonna take the body of his part, and I'm gonna review the lens. So yeah, do you want to say something? Okay, no, let's go.
Okay, so as you can see, we have the body of the 1200D. I'll begin with some things I don't like about this. This camera is a little bit more lighter than, you know, the camera where we always film with. So I don't know. I don't think that's a negative thing, but you know, it's like less sturdy and it just, you know, it's a little bit, you know, lighter. So it's like the chance is bigger that you ever, you know, drop this one because it feels not as sturdy as you think it is. And you know, also a bad thing is we don't have like a flippable screen, so you can't, you know, film like this or like this because you don't have any screens on. You cannot, you know, you always have to film from this angle or you won't be able to see what you're doing.
Very true, Akinator. No.
Yeah, that's a little, you know.
No, that's
flashback.
Yeah, flashback. My opinion is the same about the body.
Yeah.
But it's like my opinion is the same as Alex. You have like the material, what this Canon is made of. It's not as sturdy as like the 600D. But I'm not gonna say that because of the material it is a bad camera. All the things we say right now, it's completely our opinion about like the negative sides of it and the positive, of course. So those are just our opinions. Yeah, we're not gonna review something that we don't like. So yeah.
Yeah, that's also because this body is much lighter than the 600D where we're filming with right now. So you can imagine like 1.5 years used to that camera and then see this one. You know, I automatically try to flip it over, but this screen is not flippable. I think that is, you know, the most bad thing about the entire camera, because the quality and everything is like, so it has nothing to do with the quality because it has the same quality, you know, 18 megapixels as the 600D, so nothing to say about that. The screen is like the first thing, and then the second thing is it's like a little more lighter, so you can easily drop it. So basically it's the chance is bigger that, you know, that it can slip out of your hand or something. So yeah, that's basically the most bad things about this camera. You know, the screen and the consistency and where it's made of. So, but nothing about the quality. It has, you know, 30 FPS and 60 FPS as far as I'm concerned. Those are the things about this camera.
Yeah. So that was the opinions about this body of the EOS 1200D, and now we are gonna
take a look at the lens.
Yeah,
body. So look at that. We've had this one.
So now that we have seen the body of the 1200D, and now we're gonna take a look at the basic lens you get with this camera.
Yeah. It comes with this lens.
This is a basic lens, so it's 18mm to 55mm. I'm happy about this lens. It has good quality and I like this lens. You also have a stabilizer on this lens. What you also have in this camera. What you also have with this lens, you have a manual focus and an autofocus. But I'm not gonna say that you always should use the autofocus. It's not always that correct. So if you want to, if I want to make a photo of Alex, I want his face
just
like
use the manual
bright as fuck, and like the background like a little bit like blurry. Yeah. And that's a nice effect. And when you use autofocus, you can do that. So something I don't like about this lens is, I don't know if you hear it, I'm gonna do it centimeter from the microphone. If you are focusing your lens manually, yes, you hear this little tick, and yeah, and that's very annoying. I'm gonna let it hear you, so that's like this.
It's nothing that I have on my 600D.
No, it's like his lens, his focus is like very smooth and fluidly. Yeah. So, and this is like a little shock. Like,
is this, you know, is there just sand or anything? Because I can imagine they would like add this noise to a focusing.
I don't know, but I don't like that.
I have no idea. I've never used this before, but I'm just encouraging. Yeah.
But that's like all of it. Of course, yeah, you have like the lens cap, but yeah.
Always put on the lens cap. Always.
Yeah. When you buy like a lens, you also get like a little cap from on the back if you are gonna
So the both ends are just, you know, protected.
And you know, this camera isn't ours. We're borrowing it for this review.
Yeah, it's not from us.
And I looked in his bag. Like in this bag, this one where the camera was in, and it didn't had like this little caps. Not that it's bad because his camera is always like in each other, so no worries then. But if you're traveling with your camera, when you're traveling with it and it's taken apart and you don't have this cap on it, dust might get into it
or anything in your bag and scratch the sensor.
Yeah, and you don't want that to happen because if your sensor is scratched,
cannot replace it.
No,
it costs
you could better buy like a new camera.
Yeah,
so
like, you know, the repair costs of, you know, the sensor is always like almost, you know, the same as a new one or a new lens. I don't know, but
yeah. And if you want, I'm gonna give you a little advice. If you're a photographer and it doesn't matter like a nightclub. It's not that I'm a nightclub photographer myself, but I'm like taking classes for it. When you are the photographer, don't want to take your camera outside like when it's cold. I'm not gonna say cold like 15 degrees or 10 degrees, just cold for yourself too. Your sensor is very sensitive for heat and for cold. So if you take your camera outside, make sure it's not too cold, not too hot, because main cameras are black, so it attracts the sun and
it
doesn't
it's black, that's why it's black.
Make sure to keep it in your head. It was the lens.
So overall, this camera, I would recommend it, and not because I have a Canon myself, but just, you know, the camera's fine, and if you're okay with it, that you can use the screen, you know, in certain ways, or you know, what's the difference? If the lightness of this camera doesn't bother you, you can just buy the 1200D. But, you know, if I say like what would you buy rather than a 1200D? Like, just save up like 100-200 bucks more, and then you have a 600D, what we were using,
or maybe even better
one. Yeah. So for beginners and stuff, you can use the 1200D.
It's not that the owner of this camera isn't. If you're watching this, Alwin,
shout out. Ja, ik moet ook een shout-out naar hem geven. Die camera mocht. Shout out.
This is a really easy camera to get used to. You get the functions like really quick, and you can learn with it very fast. So yeah. So that was a review of this week. I hope you are considering buying this camera or even like
we're not
a better one.
Yeah, we're recommending it. We're not sponsored by Canon.
No, not yet.
Yeah, so we're encouraging this Canon camera, and if you want to save up a little bit more, if you have the money to buy a 600D, you should go for a 600D. So
I hope you like this collaboration, and I hope you're taking to see much more of us in the future.
Every Tuesday.
Next week.
9 p.m., not 10 p.m. 12 p.m. for you guys. Noon.
Okay.
Noon for our American followers.
So yeah, I hope you liked it. Make sure to leave a like down below.
This channel is on an annotation on the screen.
Stop fapping to my face!
I got a lot of questions like, are the collaborations done? And this is the proof that we don't. We're not stopping with collaborating. So this is, you know, a new series, kind of like the reviews turning into this kind of, you know, shit.
We're gonna see you next time.
Yes, on Tuesday. So 9 p.m. CET, 12 p.m. for you guys, noon. So
peace.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked this video, be sure to reward it with a thumbs up, or you can subscribe so you won't miss out any new content. If you want to see more, click the video on the left.